Hello, Year 5. I hope you had a lovely half term. Went pretty light on the things for you to do because it's your holiday and you deserve a break. Okay, we are going to go for spellings today. We'll do a little bit of maths tomorrow probably. And the spellings that we're looking at today are something called modal verbs. Before we get into that though, thank you very much to Molly and Amy for the lovely birthday cards. It was my birthday on Thursday last week. 24 at last. So, modal verbs, what are they? They are verbs which show how likely something is to happen, the probability of something happening. Okay, so they're describing an action, they're describing an event, and they are describing it by saying how likely it is to happen. I'm going to tell you what it means, and I'm joined by Mrs Trevis, who's going to put it into a sentence for you. Hopefully. This is take 2. So. All right, number 1. The word is definitely, and that means something is absolutely, certainly going to happen. So if today is Monday, tomorrow is definitely Tuesday. Okay, so that's what definitely means. Let's have it in a sentence.
It is definitely really sunny today.
It is definitely really sunny today. Number 2, the word is possibly. Possibly it's quite a positive way of saying something might happen, something may happen. Okay, and let's have that in a sentence.
It is possibly going to be really sunny tomorrow.
It is possibly going to be really sunny tomorrow. The next word is probably. So probably, it's a step below definitely. It doesn't mean it's absolutely going to happen, but it means it's most likely to happen. It's most likely to happen. And let's have it in a sentence.
It is probably not going to be sunny on Wednesday.
Yeah, it is, and that's another way you can use it as well. Probably not. It is probably not going to be sunny. The next one is a tricky one. Some of the sixes today didn't know what this one meant. Frequently. Frequently means something that happens often. It is frequent, happens often. So let's have this in a sentence. Go.
It is frequently miserable weather in England.
It is frequently miserable weather in England, although the weather in England is frequently miserable.
I have a theme running here.
Say that again?
I have a theme running here with these sentences. See if you can spot my theme.
See if you can spot the theme, Year 5. The next one is infrequently, and that's the opposite of frequently. That means it doesn't happen on a regular basis. And let's have the sentence.
It is infrequently sunny in England.
Can you guess the theme?
Tell what it is yet?
It is infrequently sunny. The next one is occasionally. That means it happens sometimes. Something happens sometimes. Occasionally. Occasionally.
It is occasionally sunny in England.
Getting some real good variety with these words from Mrs Trevis. It is occasionally sunny in England. The next one is rarely. And that means it doesn't. If something happens rarely, it doesn't happen very often. No prizes for guessing what this sentence is going to be.
It is rarely sunny in England.
Wow. There we go. Now, with Mrs Trevis's accent, that might have sounded like she said it is really sunny in England, which is true for today. However, the word is rarely. It is rarely sunny in England, which means it isn't often sunny in England. Next one. Certainly. So if I say something is certainly going to happen, it means it is absolutely going to happen. It's a similar word to definitely. That's it. In fact, it is a synonym for definitely. And let's have a word, probably about the weather, from Mrs Trevis.
It is certainly surprising when I don't give you a sentence regarding the weather.
Not bad. A rare twist. It is certainly surprising. That means it is definitely surprising. The next one is obviously. If something is obvious, it's pretty easy to guess. You kind of knew it was going to happen. So if something is obviously happening, it's a fairly, I don't know, it's an event you're pretty sure was going to happen. Let's see what she's got to say about that.
You obviously knew what my sentences were about.
There you go. You obviously knew what the sentences were about. The weather. And last but not least, the word is often. If something happens often, then it is something that happens. It's a regular occurrence. It happens a lot. And if this sentence doesn't have the word rain in it, I will eat my imaginary hat.
It doesn't happen often, but tonight Mr. Johnson beat Mrs. Trevis at badminton in 1 game out of 10 games.
Yes, I did. And I will eat my hat when I get home. One more thing that I'd like you to do with these, is I would like you to put them in order, because they're mostly of probability, how likely something is to happen. So put them in order from least likely to happen, which word means something is least likely to happen or happens least often, to most likely to happen or happens most often. And let's see where you go with that. Right. Cool, lovely. It was nice to see a couple more of you today, albeit briefly, in the key worker groups. Keep sending me your stuff. Thanks again for the happy birthday cards from Molly and Amy. That was a lovely surprise to get this morning. Stay safe, wash your hands, etc.